Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Undrafted Views. We're here. We talk sports from the sidelines. And today we're going to talk about the Miami Heat. Yes, the Miami Heat. And we're going to talk about what do they need to do to succeed next season, because I for sure want to see them back in the NBA Finals. So let's get started.
All right. You know what? There's not much the Miami Heat need to do. Let's just go. You know what, you guys?
Run it back.
All they need to do is stay healthy and run it back. Because I can assure you that had Dragic and Bam not been injured, we may have crowned a different champion.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Hands down, 100%. Yes. Yeah. They would have actually already had the parade on Miami Beach. It would have already taken place because their beaches are open. Yes, absolutely.
A real parade. Now, in terms of the head coach, Eric Spoelstra is a fixture with the Miami Heat. He is not going anywhere, and Pat Riley has already confirmed this.
Yeah,
everything's fine there. Now, we know Jimmy Butler is a beast. I mean, I just don't know how else to describe him. He's everything. And without Jimmy Butler, I can't even imagine the Heat without Jimmy Butler. I'm not going to even go there.
I can't imagine it either. And it's so funny because Jimmy Butler, oh my gosh, he gets me so excited. I love when someone demonstrates all of them when they play basketball. And in the finals, he demonstrated all of him. Anytime I'm really tired after working out, my little bitty workouts. Anytime I work out, I'm like, oh, I'm Jimmy Butler tired. That's how ingrained his play was and how memorable it was for me. When you lay it all out, you deserve every bit of that $103 million contract. Every penny.
Yes.
You deserve it.
Oh, yeah. He leads. He's one of the team leaders in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. He is earning his money every game. He takes no plays off. Yeah. He deserves it. In the regular season, he averaged about 20 points per game. Now, at 20 points, you figure, it's just 20. But look, what you don't see is his hustle. Yeah. What they do not account for is how tough he is. You can't find that in any statistical stat sheet. You just can't.
And that's why I'm saying it's something that you see, right? Numbers are great. And we hope that those numbers help, propel you to your levels within the seeding. And then hopefully what can take you and your team to your conference finals and then to the main final, right? But that hustle, that grit, that is something that you cannot put a number to. And that is something that he brings to the team that leaves you in awe when you watch his play, which also elevates the other players on the team.
Yep.
And makes them give their all. And something about that, the Heat needs to box up and send it to other teams. Box it up, whatever that is, put it in a little box and say, here's a gift from the Miami Heat on how you get this, what we have, because it's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
It is. That's just Miami Heat culture. And Jimmy said he fits perfectly. He's played for several teams over his span, and he's been in the league 8 years. But this, he says, is home.
Oh my gosh. When you find it, and you can see it. So that's why they deserve it. So whatever they had for the previous season, I can see them taking that same blueprint and running it again.
Yeah. That's all they need to do.
Minor tweaks, but every team needs to do some tweaking, but not because they need to necessarily change all their players, but take those same players and improve on the things that they may have not done so well in the previous season, run it back better for the next season. That's how great that team chemistry, that team camaraderie is. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. Continuity. That's the new word. Continuity. Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. So I think some of the things that they have to do, like you said, they don't need to do anything major, but they have to absolutely make sure they re-up Dragic's contract as well as Jay Crowder.
They're going to have to finagle some money because you mentioned that they're actually second in the league for second in the max.
Yeah, they have the second highest payroll across the entire NBA.
Which means that their wiggle room is limited.
Mm-hmm.
And there has to be some type of changes. And I'm not talking about changes to their core, right? Core scorers, core players. But some of those people on the team that really at the end of the day, they don't have to be there. They don't need to be there. Maybe that's what they need to do. But they have to re-sign Dragic.
Oh, yeah. It's an absolute. Yeah, it's absolute. And then, Bam Adebayo, he's been in the league 2 years. For some reason, when I look at him, I'm like, oh, wow, I always feel like he's a veteran. He plays like a veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he gave us 15 points per game. And again, hustle, determination, mental strength.
Yes.
You can't find that. You're just not going to find it on the stat sheet. So Bam, you're not going to find it. And then, had he not been injured, and even though he was, when he played in the playoffs, he averaged 17 points per game. And the last couple games of the NBA finals, I think he had willed himself to play. I don't think he was 100%. So we could have gotten even more productivity from him. And like I said, we probably could have crowned a different champion.
Yeah. So no, I agree. But if they had to make some moves, what are you suggesting?
They need to send Solomon Hill.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't get enough from Solomon Hill. He is, to me, if they had to, he's got to go because he's making $13 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't think he's worth that. He gave us 5 points per game in regular season and a measly 1 point average in the playoffs.
No, for real. They can take that money and redistribute it amongst Jay and Dragic if they needed to.
Mm-hmm.
They may need to find some more money for Dragic because Dragic should be making way more. Right.
Yeah.
But at least whatever that 13 million is, find a way to redistribute it. Absolutely.
And then you know what? Honestly, Andre Iguodala, he's making 15 million. He made 17 last. He's going to make 15 million next year and the year after. Can't afford to spend that kind of money on Andre when Andre averaged. This is comical, actually. Andre averaged 4 points in the regular season and 3 points in the playoffs. But he did hit that crucial three, and he played some good defense on Danny Green on that last shot in Game 5.
No. I think, and I'm gonna need him to do all of that with a reduced salary.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need him to do all of that with a reduced salary. Iggy, your time is up.
We can't pay him Golden State Warrior contract.
No, not with that production. No, I'm sorry. No. Pay for play. You need to be making what? Less than that.
2.5. League veteran minimum. Iggy 2.5. If you want to stay in South Beach.
Yeah. They want the veteran and experience. He has, NBA championship experience. Y'all got Udonis for that. You don't need Iggy for it.
Yeah. In fact, Udonis is actually up for re-up should they choose to. I mean, he's been in the league for some time now, but he doesn't play. It's 16th year. He doesn't play. He don't have no mileage on those knees. Udonis is making 2.5. Iggy should be making 2.5. I don't suggest they get rid of Udonis because he's like the leader behind the scenes. We don't see a lot of him. We definitely don't see him on the court. But I think he is he's the enforcer. With the young guys, you got Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, still trying to figure out Kendrick Nunn, trying to figure out where their place is in the league and on the team. And Udonis like, come here, young buck. Let me talk to you for a second.
Yeah. He'll be the connection to the players that the coach and assistant coaches cannot be. Right. So it's almost like I see Udonis as the liaison between the players and the coaches.
Yes.
That role for me. Right. And he's going to be that strong voice to get in your face that Eric Spoelstra just not gonna do. I mean,
It's just
I ain't
not,
got to do all that. Udonis, can you tell the boys? I mean, something like
yeah.
that. But they respect Udonis enough because Udonis has been there forever. They're going to eventually retire his jersey. They have to, right? So I just think that in the relationship he has with Spoelstra and Pat Riley, why not keep him at the minimum?
Yeah.
Why not? Because they need that with all those young players. But what they don't need is Iggy making that type of money with minimum player skill. You've had your time. You spent it in Golden State. You are here now, and I'm gonna need for your salary to be reduced. It's just too much money because I'm gonna need that salary to be redistributed between Dragic and
Jay Crowder. Yeah. Yeah. And then Bam is going to be coming up as well.
Oh,
so we have to have money. Got to have money left over for Bam somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
And if it has to come at the expense of Myers Leonard, who is making $11 million, then
Myers.
Yeah, Myers. He was a wonderful cheerleader on the sideline. I saw
he was great on that bike, the stationary bike. He was riding that bike, cheering people on. Hey, all that's great. But if I'm gonna have to choose between Myers Leonard and Bam Adebayo, it's gonna be Bam.
Yes.
Myers, thank you. Let me see how I can shop you around.
And they should be able to. Yeah, they should be able to because he's a solid 7-footer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't see this being the end of his career.
Oh no,
just probably the end of his time, but not the career. No, Bam has to stay.
Yeah, Myers is his 7th year in the league. He definitely has more potential, and I think he can get even better. Yeah. And somebody will need him. Whoever needs a center.
Oh, Clippers. Oh, y'all can't.
No,
they can't afford nobody anyway. Yeah, so I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, that's what we know. Miami needs to run it back, and they need to stay healthy. They need to definitely make sure that they sign Goran and Jay Crowder to a new contract. Yes. And if they have to get rid of anybody, it's Solomon Hill, preferably Iggy, and Myers Leonard. You're on a cutting block too. So. That's it in a nutshell. Miami is just fine. Yeah. And they will be just fine in the next season. They're gonna have to battle Brooklyn though in the East.
Baby, when I tell you, you don't think they should be scared of Miami? I mean of Milwaukee? I'm just joking.
Oh. Nah, I don't think so.
Well, what if what though? And I've been hearing reports that Miami is trying to get Giannis. They ain't got no money for Giannis.
They will have to get rid of. No, I wouldn't risk it.
I wouldn't.
I don't think Giannis want to play in that market, to be honest with you. I think he's comfortable where he is.
Yeah, no, they can't do it. When I hear these reports, it's so fun. This is a side note, you guys. I'm just want to kind of talk this through. You see these reports and in these articles about this team, Miami is trying to get Giannis, and these teams are trying to get. They can't get nobody if they almost at their salary cap. And they already have somebody out that's making maximum salary anyway. What are you talking about? You mean to tell me that superstar Giannis is going to take a pay cut under Jimmy Butler? No.
See, that's the problem, though. That's the problem in how this whole salary cap thing works. Because if you get Giannis, I can guarantee you they're going to have to get rid of Bam. And they may have to get rid of some of their young stud rookies in Tyler or Duncan with great potential. And that would be crazy.
For what?
For Giannis. You got to make room. I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it either. No, I wouldn't do it either. Do you know how exciting it is to watch those young guys play?
Yeah.
And if I was part, Eric Spoelstra or Pat Riley, how excited I am to develop. Why would I want? No. Why would I want to bring Giannis on to something that I am excited about developing? And these players have already proven that they are ready for whatever next level that is for them. And I'm going to get rid of them to bring in Giannis? Because we already made it to the finals and Giannis haven't been there yet. No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But some people, I think they get a little impatient and they say, we want to win now. It was like now. And if that's the case, then you may have to give up some big pieces just to get Giannis. And I just don't. I wouldn't do it.
I don't like it. I don't like the move. Miami, Pat, Eric, don't do it.
Don't do it, you
Don't
guys.
do it. No, please don't. Run it back. I want to see
Yes.
it again. I want to see it again. I cannot wait. And especially if the season is supposed to start like around December 22nd, I am here for it. So yeah, we'll be watching out for the Miami Heat because we want to know what they gonna do.
Yes, we'll be watching them. All right, you guys, we are going to wrap this episode up. Make sure you put in the comments, what exactly do you think Miami needs to do? Now, I need you to be specific. I mean, if you agree with us that they need to run it back, then just put that. Because it ain't much, you know.
Hashtag Miami run it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you guys on the next one. But until then,
Peace.
bye.